morning, dear students. In the sequence of the chapter 1, the third level, from the supplementary reader book Vistas, we will learn today the second, third, and fourth paragraph. In the first paragraph, we learnt about that a man has found that the Grand Central Railway Station of New York has third level also. Although it has been proved by the authority of America as well as the president that it has only two levels. He met his psychiatric friend and he told him the same, but his friend told him that when it has been already proved that it has only two two levels, then how can it be possible to have the third level? It might be that your mind is very much tensed. That's why you are feeling that this has also the third level because you are full of insecurity, fear, and tension. That's why you want to escape. The narrator of the story is telling that whosoever is not want to escape, everybody want to escape, but they don't wonder, they don't have in their minds that there is also the third level. But that's the reason, he said, and my friends all agreed. Everything points to it, they claimed. My stamp collecting, for example, that's a temporary refuge from reality. Well, maybe, but my grandfather didn't need any refuge from reality. Things were pretty nice and peaceful in his day, from all I hear, and he started my collection. It's a nice collection too, blocks of four of practically every US issue, first day covers, and so on. President Roosevelt collected stamps too, you know. The man is talking to his psychiatric friend and he is telling that it's not that everybody is not fearful and tensed. Why I am feeling that there is the third level also in Grand Central Station of New York. Everything is everything is just imaginary as everybody know. Like as I collect stamps, the narrator has the hobby of collecting stamps and he is his grandfather were also collecting the stamp, and after his death he got the authority of all the stamps he had collected, and now he is having a lot of stamps with him and still it is his hobby. So he is telling to his psychiatric friend that as my stamp collecting is also imagination for someone, but it is true now that I'm collecting this stamp from so many years, and the President of America, Franklin Roosevelt, also collected stamps, and he started my collection. It's nice collection too, and he is having a very nice collection of stamps. President Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt were the president of America at that time. I mean, it is a very old story. So let's move on the next paragraph. Anyway, here's what happened at Grand Central. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment, so I decided to take the subway from Grand Central because it's faster than the bus. The narrator is telling what actually happened to him when he found out the third level that is not even existing. He's telling to his psychiatric friend at one night of the last summer, he was working very late in the office. He was he was in a hurry to go to his apartment, so he decided to take a train so that he can reach early to his apartment. And instead of taking a bus, he wanted to take a subway, means a train. Now, I don't know why this should have happened to me. I'm just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old, and I was wearing tan gabardine suit, and a straw hat with a fancy band. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me, and I was not trying to escape from anything. I just wanted to get home to Louisa, my wife. He's telling to us also, and as well as to the psychiatric, that he is telling that I am not understanding why these things happen to me. I am Charlie, 31 years old, a young man who was wearing a gabardine, a kind of suit, and a fancy hat which has a band also. I passed a dozen of men who just looked like me, and I was not trying to escape from anything. I was just trying to go to my house to meet my wife, Louisa, who wanted me to get home back. That's why I hurriedly went to the Grand Central railway station. I turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the first level, where you take trains like the 20th century. Then I walked down another flight to the second level where the suburban trains leave from, ducked into an arched doorway heading from the subway, and got lost. That's easy to do. I have been in and out of Grand Central hundreds of times, but I'm always bumping into new doorways and stairs and corridors. Once I got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another time, I came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. In this paragraph, the narrator is telling us what happened to him when he reached to Grand Central Station. He is telling, I turned into the Grand Central Station from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down to the steps of the first level where 20th century trains always arrived. Then he walked down to another flight to the second level where the suburban area train used to come. But at he went towards the second level and in an arched doorway he lost away. He had nothing to understand what was going with him. He is telling that's easy to do. That I went. It was very easy that I would go to the second level and get the train from there, but I lost there. Then I came to the Grand Central hundred of times. I came in and out of Grand Central hundred of times, but I was not able to find out the place where I wanted to go. But I am always bumping whenever he wanted to find out the second level and also the place where he wanted to get the train to go to his house. Somehow he lost away. He was bumping the new doorways, the new stairs, and new corridors that was not familiar with him. Once he from coming in and out, he went into a tunnel a mile long and came to the lobby of Roosevelt Hotel. Another time, he came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. He is telling in this paragraph that he was completely lost on Grand Central Station of second level. He was not able to find out the things he wanted, and he was completely looking for the things, and he went to the places that was not even existing there in reality. In all, the narrator is trying to tell us that he has his mind, his imaginary mind has made a story and created a new place. The next paragraph's video will come soon to you. Thank you very much.